Sailboats Old Boats. Today, I'm going on to a new avenue for me. We're going to be discovering photovoltaic cells. Because like I said, I wanted to get solar power, charge a battery bank, and get away from diesel. And this is part of getting to that. Now, from my lawn tool collection, I have my little light meter here. As you can see, we've got plenty of sunlight today. I won't shine the camera up at the sun. Goodness. The solar panel I have here is from SunPower, and these are some that have been replaced, so I was able to get them a little cheaper. Now, we're going to do a few tests on this. This is the 400 plus watt panel, rated at 72, I think 72.9 volts, something like that. Well, we're going to run a test on it. We've got just a few small clouds. We have our calibrated meter, and we're going to test the voltage on this. You've got your positive and negative lead here. Let's see if I can get this in the screen. And just as we start to test, the clouds come right over the sun, so that'll give us a good couple tests right there. Let's not do it backwards. Let's get it properly. Stick the negative in the negative and the positive in the positive. We're at 81.9 to 82 volts. So let's just round that up to 82 volts that we're putting out behind the cloud. Now that cloud's about to move off of us. They're slowly drifting out of sight. Half the sun's out. There we go. Full sun. Almost full sun. Still we got a little hazy cloud around it. That's 85.7 volts out of a 400 watt panel. Just a little bit more. Now it is a cold day today, and that temperature is going to make the panel perform at its best. I simply rinse them off and wipe them down. It's still got a little hazy dust on it. You can see 86.8 volts. Kind of funny, the sun's coming out a little bit and it wants to go down a little bit. There's still the hazy of that cirrus cloud right on the edge of the sun. It's not completely clear yet. But that is better than it's rated for its performance. Now I'm going to do a little something else. You know how whenever you get one square on the rest of your solar panels covered, that solar panel just stops working altogether and it quits putting out anything? Here we go. Let's see what happens. .84, 85. I was going to say 84.8, but it's 85. Let's see what happens. 85.6 VOC. with a 5.97 amp to 6.43 amp on the ISC, and then that's a 20 amp fuse. Now I've been looking at all kind of inverters for these. I'm not exactly 100% sure which one I'm going to go with. You're building a pretty large bank, and these will not be ran in series. They'll just be straight plugged into the control charger. They'll be plugged straight into the control charger on the 20 amp side. I'm not going to push the limit on these, because what I've been studying is if I take a tow motor engine, or motor, let's call it what it properly is, it's a wound motor. If I take a DC drive motor from a tow motor and I use its regulators and everything for the speed control on that motor, I can play a little bit with what we have to try to do a theory that I have, that if you set it to where it can go higher RPM at less voltage, then you don't have to max out the voltage going to it to get the hull speed. Does that make sense? Sounds better in my head. A lot of things do. So anyway, we're going to keep playing with these, and we're going to build them up. I'm going to be ordering a control charger in 2 weeks, and because I'm still going to be doing some research on these. And I've got one other thing to show you. Along with the thing that I cannot stand, which is the scent of burning diesel, is also the smell and sound of an internal combustion engine. Not a fan at all. 2.5 million miles. I drove across this country over 7 years. Watched a few videos on this. Guys have had these things last 7 years now, and for the sale price that they had when I got this, couldn't beat it. I got this one at a big box store that I will not name, because they never treated independent truck drivers worth of crap. They want to mess around and keep you from making money. Because independent truck drivers only make money when the truck is rolling. And they want to make you lay around and wait on them to load and unload and all this other silly shenanigans. So, let's go talk about this. Some of you have already seen this motor perform, and perform well. This is 3 motors made into one. Has brand new pump impeller on it. It has a 3-bladed prop impeller on the motor. Pushes really good. It usually starts first pull, and you guys know that I always run it out of gas, so it's very reliable. I'm going to sell this one. If I can get $400 out of this motor, it's gone. Hasta luego. I've also got the fuel line set up over here with brand new Coast Guard approved fuel line and everything like that. Do this one this way. Put it down. But this is going to replace this. I only need to get in and out of the dock. Now, if you're running fuel line, you need to find this fuel line right here, because it does not get all the black all over your hand like the other hoses will. Now, I should be out today giving you a review on this little beastie right here, because we've got a great wind blowing today. And being 41 degrees, I'm going to say it's pretty cool on the lake. But I'm not mowing lawns today because it's wet. Don't want to track mud everywhere. There's a few left. Everybody's not Bermuda like me. I like a break in the winter. I don't want to mow my grass all year round. Well, guys, I'd like to thank you for stopping, dropping in. If you haven't checked out Bo and Brandy's channel, go over, check them out. You know, there's a lot of great sailing channels and stuff that they have a lot of knowledge. And I'll throw in some of the people that I've been watching on the solar and see if I can add a link to the end of this video so that you can kind of see the rabbit hole I've been down without having to go down a different one all on your own, because there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of clueless individuals out there trying to act knowledgeable about solar and power, and most of them are people that are getting the stuff for free. Not that big. Nobody's giving me anything for free. The only thing I'm getting for free is you are coming here and watching me, and you're saying to your friends, hey, check this guy out. Share the link. I try to share information that I see on every one of the many people that I'm subscribed to's channel. I like for you guys to be able to grow. I would like to have this channel grow also, even more. I get a small check from YouTube, well, AdSense, Google, every so often, and it's not a great big one for the lawn channel that I do. It used to be on Pop's Nose channel, and that's nose with a question mark, not nose got broke. So they've done the thing to where they reset. It wasn't based simply on views. It was based on you had to have subscribers to get a monetary accumulation from YouTube. So that changed, and that kind of threw things out of whack. And I was like, okay, we got to figure this out. Not going to quit anything. I'm going to see it through. So here we are, and this is what we're doing. I'm building my retirement off of these boats. Now, this little motor right here, I'm going to put it up for sale. But before I post it for sale, I'm going to let anybody that views have a chance to buy this. And if you want it, $350, you pay for shipping. And I'll throw in $50 worth of fuel line. And then you'll be set to go. Now, I can't ship you the gas can because it's had gas in it already. So you just have to get one of those on your own. But I'm going over to the Little Minn Kota. We're going to review that in a couple days because I'm going to be on the lake. It's cold. Nobody's going to be out there with me. I love it. So we've got to get back to grinding on the dinghy. We got to get this thing back in shape. And like I said, this channel hits 1,000 viewers. We're going to let you have a half-day rental, which is about a $300 rental for a little 21-foot sailboat, and you and your friend can go out on it. You got to prove to me you can sail first, and then you go out on it and you have fun and you just do what you want to do. Play on a boat. That's why you're watching this channel, so you can be on a boat. And on the 1,000 subscriber video that I do, I will then say, make a comment now that you want to be on the boat. I may let a couple people do it. I'm not selfish. Hey, thanks for viewing. Like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and come on back and see me sometime. Out here is just a little small hummingbird type sonar.